Give our daughter Betta Edu a second chance. Pedro speaks. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. Olufemi Pedro, former Deputy Governor of Lagos State, had described as unfortunate the circumstances of Betta Edu, the suspended Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, found herself and pleaded that she should not be consigned into the dustbin of history. Mama, they'll come for you. Chief Pedro in a statement noted that, sadly, that what happened to the youthful minister can happen to any young person with limited experience in public life and urged Nigerians to give Betta Edu a second chance. While stressing that the public is right in condemnation of the alleged maleficence reported at the Humanitarian Ministry, Chief Pedro said the lessons of the debacle must not be lost on all Nigerians, and especially the youth, adding that nobody should laugh at the 37-year-old minister. What happened to her could have happened to many of us, whether by omission or commission, Pedro said. Despite the seeming misadventure, Chief Pedro maintained that the country needs more young people in position of authority, insisting that the error of one or two you should not discourage that. Pedro, who described the suspended minister as his daughter, said the mistake made by Betta Edu should not be the reason to discard her and the contribution she made to the party and present administration. He, however, advised young people who find themselves in position of authority to seek out mentors that guide them through banana peels, often associated with public office. The statement reads, and I quote, "I first met Betta when she was introduced to me as a candidate for women leader of our party in Abuja in early 2022. Shortly after, she was in Lagos on a courtesy visit and I immediately liked her style, her courage and comportment. She exuded confidence, was articulate, knew what she wanted, and appeared to me as focused, determined, and ambitious. She later won the election and became the party's women leader. Betta worked very hard during the campaign. She was everywhere mobilizing women, campaigned with the presidential campaign team all over the country, and attended most of the events. We also traveled together to attend the Chatham House event where she was asked to respond to a question by our candidate and she discharged herself creditably. I wasn't surprised when she eventually became a minister. Honestly, if I were the president, I would not have hesitated to also appoint her as minister because she is not too young to serve as minister. She's a qualified medical doctor, experienced enough as a former commissioner and a woman leader of our party, and has demonstrated drive, passion, and loyalty to qualify as a minister. This is where I disagree with those who are tagging her as too inexperienced, too young, and too green to be appointed minister. We have all read about her wrongdoings and her suspension by the president and questioning by the EFCC. This is as it should be. I hope and pray that at the end of the day she would have learned the hard lesson on how to conduct herself as a public officer and navigate the banana peels and the corridors of power. Betta Edu is like a daughter to me and I feel really sorry for her for the mess she finds herself in. I ask myself, what if she's my daughter? Would I disown her? She's a promising bright star who could have served this nation in higher capacities. The nation needs more young people in public office, in public service, and I hope her misadventure will not discourage others in her age bracket. My candid advice to all young people who are called to service in public office is to seek out a mentor of a public officer, serving or retired with some measure of credibility and good pedigree, who will guide and mentor them on how to navigate the murky waters of public office. Towards critics and commentators, I get it that we are genuinely shocked and angry as to the level of malfeasance we are witnessing in public service, but be aware that we should rather learn from our mistakes rather than laugh at her. What happened to her could have happened to many of us, whether by omission or commission. Public service is a serious and sensitive business where your actions or inactions could have serious consequences for millions of citizens that you never meet personally. Temptations, greed, and indiscipline could easily be your undoing, especially if you're young, carefree, and with no one mentoring and guiding you. There are still many young, smart, focused, and dedicated young men and women out there who are interested in public service at the leadership level, but because of the attraction of free money and power, but for the genuine desire to serve the country and the people, I urge you not to be discouraged But to continue to pursue your dream, the nation needs you. Omo, now wow. This matter, Nigeria no go gree you. Nigerians, I no go want listen to you. Make I tell you. So long, Madam Edu is a strong member of APC and she campaigned very hard for Tinubu during the election. Looting public funds shouldn't be seen as offense. This is what the Pedro is directly saying. I don't think he's advocating for the youth, but when doing the wrong thing becomes a culture, it obviously becomes a way of life. Me, I'm saying if she's even a member of the, what's it called? If she's very close member of the APC, another time they're supposed to punish her well. To show people that even if you are close to so and so person, see the consequences of your action. You are not going to run away from it. You should have it at the front or back of your mind. That is just it. Second chance, final whistle. Maybe a little longer episode from Mr. Pedro would have made me fall for his stance in this matter. I did tell you, he was really convincing. But how could you justify misappropriation of public funds by a lady old enough to be a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, knowing fully well that there were protocols to follow before money in your ministry is approved? My own is even before they give you that money. I've said it before. Let the president in charge be in charge of his ministers. Let him be holding his ministers accountable. That means, as Betta do now, do anything, now Tinubu then go home. I did tell you. Now Tinubu then go so that he in turn is going to be holding them accountable. If you start demanding, you start wanting to make him accountable for his ministers. That's what he's supposed to be. Wonderful. Pedro would have shown maturity, unlike Femi. Okay, Pedro, you have shown maturity, unlike Femi Falana, who showed hate and tribalism on the presumed innocent Betta, who must have been rubbished by old crooked civil servants under her command, who hates her as a very young minister. Well, like I said, I still have the benefit. I him somewhere in my heart. I'm still saying there is a possibility that this woman is actually, what's it called? There's a possibility that she's not guilty as charged. In my mind, because no be public office will talk. The kind of enviness we did there. People where they even go diabolic on each other. Make a note to talk, sha. You people should not let me insult somebody here, please. Father told her she'd be a minister and she did. That's all. I believe Father did not tell her to do what she did. So no second chance because we are so many waiting for an opportunity like this. So let her get aside and let us try someone else. By doing so, no one will like to misbehave with her good in. Exactly. If she's guilty and she's found guilty, she should be treated and, she should bear the consequences of her actions. Because this is going to even show you that if you like, make you and Tinubu be 5 and 6. If you commit any offense, you go do it in. You go bear the consequences of your actions. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.